the Big Three and me. I'm your host, Akil Patterson, joined by my co-host, Dominique Hamilton and Akeem Hunt. How we doing today, guys?
Doing good. I got my dog's hair on me right now. As you can tell, we had a play fight last night, but I'm doing good. How about y'all?
I'm doing just great. Akeem, Dom, how you feeling?
Feeling good. You know, I don't wrestle around with dogs like some people, but you know, we good.
All right. Well, today we are joined by one of our Spaces guests. Actually, Aiden Rich is the creator of a brand new type of metaverse chair. Now, we ran into Aiden luckily through one of Dom's 24-hour spaces that he does occasionally. No, he does a chill space every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Is that correct, Dom?
Yeah, it's gonna be 8 p.m. Eastern now. We're gonna start at 7 because it'll be going on until like midnight.
Dom, did your son keep you up all night?
Me, yes.
That's all it is. Dom just said yes.
2 a.m. and then woke up again at 3:30 a.m. and woke up again at 6 a.m. because my wife walked through the door, and then stayed up until about 8 and then just re-woke up right now.
Oh, wow. All right. So we will be mindful of that. So Aiden Rich, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. Just sitting in my chair right now, actually.
Nice.
Oh, wow. We got some little headsets on and everything. So Aiden, oh, wow. Is there like there's screens in front of it.
Oh yeah, it's a 1000R screen, so it matches the curvature of your eye. It's an extreme curve.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and it's on an arm too, so I can just like move it wherever I want very easily.
That looks crazy.
And that's you designed that from scratch, like
yeah.
That? Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to load my 3D model of it so I could show you the chair while I'm in my chair, but my scanner is giving me some issues. I did a 3D scan of it that I was hoping that I could have sent you guys to check out on your own computers, but hopefully I can get that to you by the end of this.
Well, Aiden, let's talk about you first and foremost, because that's one of the things that I always like to make sure people understand is, see, our podcast might cover crypto, culture, and ultimately competition. But at the end of the day, it's really about us getting to know the individual on the other side of that screen. And so tell us a little bit about your journey to becoming a product developer in your own right now.
It's rough. You don't get a lot of friends down the road with the process, and you get a lot of people calling you crazy the whole time and telling you that it's not going to work, and you should focus on something else, and build something else, and why don't you just go to college and get a degree to become a lawyer, or why don't you become a doctor, or, all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of like a lonely road, and especially because like I didn't really want to tell a lot of people about my project and my technology until it was finished, and I had some kind of like patent protection, and so I didn't even really get to talk to people about it. But it's been about 11 years of research and development and prototype design and everything. But it's been lonely, but it's also very satisfying now that the world is becoming more focused on metaverse. I'm not getting called a crazy person as much because people are starting to understand the tech.
Now I think, go ahead, Dom.
That's what's up, man. I was just gonna ask you, like, how is it? You said it's been 11 years. Is it complete? Like, what is the percentage you would say? Like, you're like, all right, I'm at 91%. I'm at 100% done with everything. Like, what percentage are you at?
It'll never be done. This is the 6th prototype, though. and my technology is like pretty up there. I'm already probably the most immersive virtual reality technology out on the market right now. But you know, so I'm looking at like integrating haptic technology that like you can like kind of use your body more. But so my system uses custom controllers that have like, there's 36 buttons per hand. I'll show you. I was 3D scanning them earlier. You see these?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that, okay. So there's, for my forefinger, I've got 5 buttons. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 up top, and then the rest of them have 4. I've got a analog stick. This is actually from Microsoft. It's an Xbox, you know, analog stick. You got your thumb pad and then your D-pad up here. You've got multiple settings that you can turn it on. And then if you can see, let's see. See that? Nexus.
Yep. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And then of course there's 2 of them. I still need to put this one back together, but the idea is that you use those instead of your sticks, like your Oculus sticks and your Samsung VR sticks. I'm not sure if you guys have used VR, and you're not using your head to move around. Your head is locked and your positioning is moved around. So it's, you know, a lot safer. But in terms
really
of
cool, man.
In terms of progress, I'm pretty up there, but you know, in the future, so actually, so I'm working with a company called Creaform that makes these 3D scanners. And my idea is that this is a really cool thing. Like, it does 3D replications down to 1,000th of an inch. It's like an industrial medical piece of equipment for reverse engineering. My idea is to expand, you know, like make this bigger and integrate this into the screen so that it 3D scans your face real time and directly transports you. But, you know, that's something that's more into the future. And so something's never done, but my technology has the capability to change the world right now as it sits in my eyes.
All right, so Aiden, like, brother, that is so dope. Now, our good friend Akeem here has been called crazy for believing in the metaverse, and it's actually paying off dividends for all of us. So maybe Akeem, like, do you got some questions for brother? Because I know that you,
Bro,
like, you don't sleep.
No, like when he showed me the little gadget with the hands, like I'm like, yo, that's next level for sure. Because you actually sit down in that chair, right, while controlling the hand capabilities, right?
Yeah. So the controllers fit inside these arm slots here.
Okay.
And these arms have airbags inside of them as well. That they're not in front of the hands here, but the arms inflate and support your forearm and everything. Mm-hmm. Like and your upper shoulders and everything until your hand is just kind of free floating, and it's got that big pad over the top to rest your palm on. And so it really just it's just like the barely the tips of your fingers moving at all, and you have like an entire keyboard in one hand and then an entire keyboard in the other hand, and you can program them to do whatever you want. Like if you want it to do a specific thing, they have a program that, you know, you click the button on the controller that you want it, that you want it to do in the game. Like when you're programming keystrokes, you just click the one on the controller that you want. It's super easy, and you can so you have more control than you have on a normal computer.
But you're basically strapped in that chair. You're locked in.
Yeah, it's it takes, so when all the airbags are inflated, there's 48 different airbags, and you're in full 0G mode where it's like 180 degree recline, you're pretty locked in.
Wow. Yo, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's real cool.
It's it hasn't been cool for a long time. It's starting to get cool now.
Oh yeah, no, I already know that pain, bro. It's like you know, you got your faith, and if nobody is in your mind, they don't actually see what you see. So it's like it's low-key like a call of goodwill for somebody that don't actually know what you're doing, and but they can actually see what you see, you know, and support you. That's when you know who, you know, really down by your side and whatnot. But I'm glad that it's working out well now, because as we see, then, you know, the metaverse is getting very talked about, with Facebook making the whole change to Meta. You know, it's bringing more eyes. Not saying that they built the technology, because we know who's really out here grinding and building the technology, but we know that the metaverse is here to stay, and it will only improve. So good shit, bro.
So,
Yeah.
so Aiden, I want to actually, you know, so I'm more of the thought provoker in terms of like what we talk about sometimes. And I want to know, like, so 11 years of people calling you crazy. Because I know that was real. I mean, because honestly, 5 years ago heard somebody talking about augmented reality in the metaverse, and I was like, oh, they're must be out of their fucking minds. I mean, that's literally what I thought. And I'm in a room with Roger Goodell and the vice presidents and presidents of the NFL. And they're like talking about this. And I'm like, they must be crazy. But now I'm like, oh, I'm the idiot here. So tell me about how that like kind of made you feel, and how you kind of just dug into your work and was really passionate about it.
Well, so imagine somebody with no name saying this to you on the street. You know, you're in a room with like influential people, and people are saying this, and you're still like, oh, this guy's crazy. Man, it's been rough. You know, I've had like family members telling me that, you know, I'm wasting my life, and, you know, I need to focus on something else. And, you know, and it's just like, I've never, you know, it's not like I've ever like wasted any more of my life on this than they've wasted on, you know, their stupid hobbies and stuff. Like, you know, like it's always been like weirdly judgmental. Like there's a like, you can tell somebody that you're getting into tennis and they'll be like, oh, that's cool. But as soon as you tell somebody that you're building your own new virtual reality system, they're like, oh, that's never going to work. You're wasting your time. You know, people have this weird like propensity. If you're telling them that you're going to build something that's new and do something that's new, they want to hate on it. They want to, you know, there's not a lot of people that you'll find that support you. It's weird, and it's hard to deal with growing up.
It's hard finding open-minded people that's stuck in their ways, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like they want you to follow a certain model, so when you step outside that model, you're weird, you know what I mean? That's just how it is.
Well, and you're talking to people who gave up on their dreams. Like nobody,
man,
when you're growing up in a small town like I did, you know, you're not going to find anybody that's, you know, became a real entrepreneur and, you know, built anything that's really tangible. And so I feel like at some point they want to justify why it won't work to themselves, because otherwise they feel bad that they didn't do something like that, you know, didn't follow their own dreams or whatever. I don't know. It's been, you can tell I have some PTSD about it, because like,
right.
It's been rough. It's been really rough.
Well, Aiden, I want you to know that on behalf of all the idiots of the world, I apologize for us. Because there's no reason anyone should ever feel less than when they're trying to build and create something of value for the world. And we're sitting over here with our hands in our pockets going, well, that's not going to work. Like, is it?
It's okay, man. I think it's going to help everybody. And just, you know, there's tons of things that I had no idea about that other people were telling me my whole life, and I didn't listen to them. And so, you know, you can't be right about everything. So you just have to like try and benefit everybody. And I really think that's what I'm going to do in the world.
Yes, sir.
So let's take this another step. Tell us about Nexus. Tell us about what you're building with your company.
So my company, it started 11 years ago. And when I was a kid, I didn't have a great childhood. Growing up, I found solace in video games. I found, a safe place in virtual worlds like Halo 3, Call of Duty, the Halo series, or Smash Brothers, like just, the video games. I loved playing video games with my friends online, and I didn't really have that many friends in real life that, for one, I was allowed to hang out with. I was forced to be sheltered in my house. I wasn't allowed to hang out with any friends like throughout my whole childhood. It was really weird. And so I got this weird addiction to video games and being in video games. And so I started out making, I just wanted to shut out the whole outside world away from me and just fully immerse myself into these games so that I could just get away from my life. It wasn't that great. And so the first Nexus system was built as my high school senior project, which is, they make all the seniors do like a full year-long project. And my project was creating the first Nexus system. It was really rough, really rugged. Essentially, you were sitting on two 12-inch subwoofers and a gaming chair, and then you had a bunch of speakers all surrounding you with a monitor strapped in front of your face. And the audio was way overblown out. I had I had two 12s underneath you, two 12s on the right side of you, and then 16 mids and 14 tweeters, all powered on 3 home stereo systems.
And I bet you people loved it, didn't they?
Well, my mom made me take it apart, and that, kind of pissed me off and for a long time. But, I kind of understand it now because it was shaking the whole house and stuff. There was no reason for it to be all like juiced up like that, but I refused to turn it down because I'm a huge music lover too. And so I just needed the bass in my face and cranked it up. But so the idea is that it's like sensory deprivation. If you guys have heard of a sensory deprivation tank, it's sensory isolation. So you're taking away your senses of the outside world and isolating them into whatever you want in a digitally. And that's done through making your body super comfortable, getting your vision almost completely covered like a movie. You go to the theaters, you want the biggest screen possible. And then you want your audio system to be 3D spatial, so completely surrounding you. And all of those put together allow your brain to believe that you're in whatever you're experiencing. Like if you're playing a video game, I'm sure you guys have leaned into corners and stuff. And, just when you die, you get shocked. You're like, oh, I'm dead. So, and that's just playing with like very basic, central, selection. So you're like, your TV's across your room and your speakers are across your room and you're playing with, a basic controller, and, you're uncomfortable because you're sitting up and you have to, when you get rid of all the distractions around you, that feeling increases, nearly exponentially. And so you at a certain point, you can almost forget about the outside world completely. Like your brain fully transfers into whatever reality that you're in. And I'm sure if you guys have played video games, you've lost track of time. Or if you're watching a movie, you'll get super engrossed into the movie where, nothing else around you're not thinking about the world around you. All you're thinking about is like the new Spider-Man, like me, which I heard was amazing. But
it's super dope. Dope.
You went out and saw it? I'm gonna have to go see it.
No spoilers, bro.
No spoilers.
Don't spoil it. Yeah, my brother told me about it too.
It was the best of all. Yeah. No way, really?
Yeah, 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 can y'all not spoil that for me, please?
I just was shaking my head. I was like, super
I saw
dope.
the head nod, and that's what confirmed my my ticket for
Yeah.
tonight. But yeah, so when you're getting into it like a movie, you're super engrossed. And so you got to look at what distractions you have during that movie. And so my system works to like totally reduce any of those distractions that you possibly could have, by using the airbags, the 3D scanning of your body, the mechanical rollers, the heat, the ergonomic controllers, the 1000R screen that matches the curvature of your eye, so it's the most comfortable viewing experience possible, and then the 3D audio system that I have in, that is tuned down now so it doesn't blow your eardrums out.
Wow. That's all I'm going to say is wow, man. So I want to actually now shift to the VC side of this, because I think there's opportunities everywhere. So tell us about how someone can invest in you.
Well, so there's kind of two portions. I created a crypto token, an asset token, and don't hate me, it's on BSC. And I get a lot of pushback on that, but it's just a basic pre-mined asset token. It's basically just a private access shares towards the future of Nexus. And then there's the crypto side of it. So you can invest, and you can buy up to 0.5%, which equates to about $1,400 up to my pre-sale limit. And we can talk about that, but I think more of the venture capitalist side of it would be the manufacture, distribution, basically the building of the Nexus company and the distribution of the hardware, and the making more efficient, and then organizing the partnerships between all the technology companies and stuff like that. The distribution and manufacture of Nexus is completely separate from the crypto. The crypto is just a representation of ownership later on, but the manufacturing, distribution, and everything is completely separate. And so the VC side of it would be putting together the technological connections, to get producible, manufacturable, and distributable with a economical price for everybody product.
I've got my ledger out, so now I'm starting to write down things. So I think on the spaces that you were in with Dom, you said that there was a price tag to this. What's the price tag looking like?
For the premium system that I'm sitting in right now, you're looking at about 20 grand, and that's without shipping and handling. Ideally, with partnerships with the technology companies, big buys that and collaborations, we could narrow it down, and ideally I want to be able to offer a system for around $5,000, and I think that's possible. I think that's completely possible. That will do not exactly the same thing, but pretty much the same thing, just without all the same perks of the premium system that I'm in.
Are you looking for I don't know, like if we used our connections and whatnot, like, are you looking for like big partners, or is this like something like, like what route are you trying to go with it?
Any route necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, like this technology needs to get out.
Got
Like,
you.
I need, this isn't, it doesn't matter. It's not even mine, it's like I'm just a creator of it. This is the world's technology. Like, the world needs this shit, like, really quick. Whatever it takes to get that way. I want it to be fair and for everybody involved. I don't want to do, the biggest thing about my system is that I'm compatible with any technology, and I absolutely refuse to do any exclusivity. And as long as my system and technology remains compatible and accessible to the general population, and the will of the people is maintained, I'm game for anything. I'll partner with the whole world and everything in it.
I even love your name right now. It says anti-complacency. It speaks volumes to what you're saying to us right now, is that you are not worried about anything other than excellence. And so I love that. If anyone ever knows, my hashtag on Twitter is Black Excellence. But it's not about just, me being a Black guy. It's about seeking excellence. And I think that's a journey that we all are moving towards, is seeking excellence and not settling for just the basics. Is that the 3D rendering of it?
Yeah. Yep. That's one of them. I got to merge all the scans together.
Okay. And so I'll be laying on my back with my fingers doing the motions, and I can look up at the screen. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Bro, it reminds me of that. It reminds me of the scene in Ready Player One, where they snuck behind the dude in the chair and whatnot. Like, bro, like that's exactly what I thought about when
no
I see.
Spoilers. I ain't seen that either.
Oh, for real, bro. You gotta see it.
Everybody keeps telling me to watch it.
Yeah, you gotta see it, bro. You have to, bro.
Dom, that's not a spoiler. That movie's almost 10 years old. That's
the thing. Why is that movie so old? But like everybody just now starting to talk about it now. Maybe because of the metaverse. But it's like what you just showed me with the chair, bro, and like with the hand and whatnot. I'm like, I've seen this, but I've been here before. Like, what's going on? So it's like, yeah, bro, you doing your thing. Keep it up. Keep it up.
It's the Matrix. It's the start of the Matrix with the compatibility and connectivity with Neuralink. It's only a matter of time. And there's a lot of cool technologies that are coming out, like contact lenses that have screens inside them. So all you do is like you turn on your contact lenses, and all you can see is your virtual world. That's a real thing.
No, I don't want that. No offense, you're not going in my eye. You can go, like, I bought those glasses. I have glasses that talk to me from Amazon, and that's fine, but I will not, I don't wear contacts for that same reason. I don't like sticking myself in the eye. And just, I'm transparent. I smoke way too much
in
pot.
The metaverse, you have no choice, and we will be holding you down to put it in your eye.
They're not
We're gonna get you, brother.
They're gonna get him.
No, listen, just no. You're not gonna put it in my eye.
You're gonna be screaming the whole way. No.
The little gun to the neck where they implant me. That I'll take that before I let them put it in my eye. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, right there.
You're like, you have to beat this game to get out.
Be in there all day trying to beat it for sure.
Well, Aiden, just tell us, how would somebody go about investing or contacting you at Nexus, or how, because again, if someone sees this and they love the idea already, I'm thinking about 5 guys that I'm going to reach out to let them know about this product, because I think that more so than me making money, it's about society gaining a benefit. So what would I do if I want to bring somebody to you?
Well, I'd love to expand on the benefits. I think, the benefits of Nexus are freaking, like, it's going to be crazy. Like, imagine like war veterans that had their legs blown off, and then what the difference of them going to the store or going to the therapist or going to the doctor is between somebody who is able-bodied and doesn't have PTSD, or somebody who has PTSD from like a abusive, boyfriend and doesn't want to leave the house just in case she sees them, and what it looks like going to the therapist or the doctor for her, or the store, or anything like this. All these problems could be solved, with my system. And so on an emotional level, I think it's, like you said, it's more important that we get this technology out than we focus on the money, because the money is going to be there. Everybody's going to need one. So if we're only making, $50-$100 on a system, it doesn't matter if they're selling 100 million systems, right? So, if you wanted to contact me and work with me on Nexus, the biggest thing that I require is that you understand, or you do your best to understand the vision. I don't want to work with anybody that has ill intentions. And that's like one of the biggest things for me. And that's like why I set the crypto token up the way I did. I pre-vet all my buyers, like, like I IP track them and everything, like, but so if you wanted to reach out to me to work with me, I really want to know that you want to know more, or want to build on the belief system. And so what I do is, if you can contact me on Twitter, on Facebook, I can give you guys my phone number, my email, I'm on Telegram, I'm fully reachable on every service, and I can give you all those links. But just
drop your Twitter handle. What's your handle for Twitter?
My username is AIDENFKNRICH. Aiden fucking Rich.
Got you.
Yeah. I made it 11 years ago. Didn't use Twitter until about
just
1
needed
year
it for
ago.
the video sake, people coming to watch you and whatnot. But you can also like change it in your little your little
I might ever
Zoom
be able to do
thingy.
it myself. Oh yeah, I can actually do it. So it's at AIDENFKNRICH. AIDENFKNRICH.
Yes.
I did it. Look at me. I can mess with technology.
But yeah, so
Nice.
I just want to say, like, I don't want to intimidate anybody with that. I just want to say that it is to create a more sustainable and organic future for Nexus. For the reason I make sure that people have the best intentions, aren't just in it for the money, is for the future of humanity and the people who are getting the product, because the potential for it to be abused is also quite great as well, with data collection and everything.
Well, Aiden, I want to say we want to thank you for coming on the Big 3 and Me podcast. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your talent. And more important, we appreciate you, brother, because this has been a very knowledgeable experience I'll speak for myself, for at least me.
Well, I want to thank you guys for the opportunity to speak with you guys about the project. And it really means a lot for the opportunity. And, as I said before, I haven't gotten a lot of support for this the entire time I've been doing it. And so when, people such as yourselves take the time to learn about what I'm doing, and say sorry for calling me crazy, man. You're the only person who's ever done it. But it just means a lot, and I want to thank you guys and Dom and Akil, and I'm sorry I didn't.
It's Akeem. It's a
Oh,
doctor.
Akeem. No. Yeah, I don't have my name on here either. Yeah, Akeem.
Listen, when you're the next Mark like Zuckerberg, and you're huge as shit, just remember us and throw us a sister to our house, just knock us out. You know what I mean?
Well, I plan to. I really plan to. I hope to help everybody who's ever helped me. It's like one of those things, like, you give me $20 right now, give me a month, I'm gonna come back and put 200 in your pocket. It's probably gonna take longer than a month, but
I was joking, but I appreciate you though.
Yeah, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you guys for taking the opportunity to talk with me.
Oh, so Aiden, I'm going to tell you now, you and I, our conversations will not be done for a while. I'm speaking you and I, because I believe that this is a great product. And, you know, I'm about helping people too. And if we can find somebody that matches your energy, that matches your vision and values, we'll pass them along to you. Because to be honest, man, like I said, it ain't about me making money by myself. It's about me being able to make money with everyone I come in contact with. Because when the village grows, I grow.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
Yep. During a gold rush, sell shovels. Nexus is a shovel, you know, I think.
That's facts.
I like that, bro. I like that one.
Yeah. Let's focus on getting this shovel company built.
We're with you. Well, Aiden, we're gonna finish up with you now, and so I want to say if there's any last words before we end, because obviously we got a second segment of the show we got to get to. But any other things that you want to say to the people before you leave?
No, I just want to say this is just the start. The future is more beautiful than anybody can ever imagine, and just be excited and get into metaverse technologies and research Web 3.0 and the integration between those two. But yeah, just the beautiful beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aiden from Nexus and his wonderful chair. We appreciate you, Aiden.
Appreciate you guys.
Aiden fucking Rich. See you.
Later,
Appreciate
brother.
you, bro. Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank you.
We'll be in contact.
It's still recording.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still recording.
I know it's still recording. We're in the second. Welcome back to the Big Three and Me. I'm your host, Akil Patterson, with my co-hosts, Dominique Hamilton and Akeem Hunt. Unfortunately, Dominique is not with us because his 3-month-old would not stop crying.
Dominique is right here.
Dom, you look beat up, man. Your son is kicking your tail.
Man, he don't stop.
Sheesh,
He's
Louise.
crying right now.
Well, I'm tell you what, this is going to be those bonding moments when he's like 7 years old and you got him on the field or the golf course or something like that. You're just going to be like, I love this kid. I love my son. And then when he like hits another kid in the soccer match, you're like, that's my boy. That was worth staying up till 3 a.m. with him.
Absolutely. I'm all about it.
Yo, how crazy would it be if look, that's you and Tiger Woods and his kid. That's what you got right there.
Like same mannerisms and whatnot.
Yeah, they do look like.
He just wants to sit up. Like he don't like laying down. He wants to like sit on his butt and be up.
Oh,
but yeah, he wants to be seen for sure.
Probably.
Yo, that dude is huge. He is huge.
He's approaching 4 months.
It's a whole human now.
How you almost 20 pounds at 4 months?
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no.
Fill up the refrigerator.
All right. So, as we do every week with the Big Three and Me, we talk about crypto, culture, and competition. I think Aiden brought that competition side out of me, and I want to hear about the week in review from you guys. I mean, you guys have been on the spaces more than I have been. I've been dealing with some politics in the background. So what's been going on in the market? What's been going on with people?
That's what spaces have been looking like. That's what Twitter's been looking like. Just straight dead. Like, because market's been down, everybody's just running away. That's what it's been looking like.
You know how we get, man. They FOMO people in, and then when they break people's heart, people, go back to the cage is trying to figure out if it's a scam or whatnot. But I've been seeing some spaces, holding strong as they should, because if you believe in something, you'll keep doing it, you will keep attacking it. And plus we know, like, I mean, this is the second, greatest time to buy. So from here on out, it can only get better, in a sense of enhancement within the space of Web 3.0. So, they're working out some kinks. What people have to realize is they're working out kinks, with Web 3.0. Web 1 was, you could just read. Web 2, read and write, but they got taken over by the big corporations, as we know today, like Google, Amazons, and you got your Apples. But, then you got Web 3.0, which is now, it's more use case, more utility for real world, solvement of problems. So, I mean, that takes time. Just like what you said, just like what we have got off the session with Aiden and with his Nexus company. Well, he's been doing that for like 11 years. It's all tech though. Now it's coming to fruition. Yeah, man, we just got to be patient. But yeah, you are right though.
You invested something for 11 years, man. Like, I want to see that man win.
Well, you feel me?
He's got to win. 11 years, bro. He's got to win. Your mic's off, Black.
I know. I just realized that. I was super impressed by him because he's like, I got a soft heart. I might sound like a mean person half the time, but when I hear people like him talk about their PTSD, listen, he was trying this 11 years ago. He was getting bullied. And I didn't want to say it to him directly.
100%.
Yeah. Facts.
And so when people are getting bullied, you're like, man, I want to see you win because you continued to press on when no one else believed in you.
I want to see him win, just like, because he said small town, like, all them people are still there. Like, I want to see him win just off that. Like,
yep.
Like, just to shut the naysayers up that he knows that, doubted him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's crazy that, I'm glad we live in a time with a more open mind, like you can be more open-minded to things, and, people will let you be, nowadays. I would say 2021, I think we're heading in that direction. They're like, oh, you want to do this? All right. I understand it and whatnot, but yes, you're right. 11 years ago, nah, people were not down for that at all.
11 years ago, bro. Over a decade.
Yep.
Yeah. So with him, I mean, I want to see him win. So if you are watching this podcast at home and you decide you want to get in contact with Aiden, you can reach out to the Big Three and me. You can always email me, Akil at Gokhshtein Media, Akil at Gokhshtein.com, because don't ask me to spell that. If you're on this YouTube right now, just kind of click below, smash that like, subscribe button, and
yeah, no doubt,
because we don't know how to spell it still.
Yeah, it's G Media.
Yes, our friends at G Media. So switching it up, let's get to culture this week. I don't know if it's this week or if it was last week. So Pete Davidson is dating Kim Kardashian, and Kanye West is out the door. She officially filed for divorce. Any feedback on that? Like, why Pete Davidson, or why is she divorcing Kanye?
I actually talked about this morning when she before she went to bed, but it's funny. But we were talking about, because Kanye actually wants Kim back. That's the latest news, basically saying that she wants her to come home. I don't know if you saw the concert that he had with Drake. He basically was singing like, Kim, come home to me, basically. And she's like in the stands, and their daughter and whatnot. And it came out today. Kim was like, I think it's funny that he wants me to come home when he's still living with his girlfriend. So it is. So I Googled it this morning just to see if that was actually true. But yeah, like, I mean, how tabloids are and stuff and whatnot, but they're basically saying that, and it's not even the same girl I thought he was with the same girl that he was with when they broke up, because I guess he was dating like a longtime friend of the family. but now he's not even with her anymore. She's with another model, and this model is, I guess, living with him and wherever the hell his house is. That's where they're living. So I was like, wow. So I don't know. That's just me doing a Google search though.
That's terrible. Kanye West asked for Kim to come home, and he's still living with his girlfriend. Well, now I can see why she's dating Pete Davidson. She said, "I'm going to make you go crazy."
I mean, facts,
so but they're really dating, Pete and Kim.
Like, yeah, if I was Kanye, I'd just be laughing. Like, I mean, I don't want to, like, I know some, that is dirty when you look at it on paper, like him going with like a family friend. Now he's with another model, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah. So is
he trying to make me jealous over Pete Davidson? I'm not jealous, bro. Like,
so you think they're throwing shots at each other right now? Like, you think is he really with this model chick that people are claiming?
Oh yeah. That's facts, but it's not. I think it's more. I think it's more of, I'm just trying to hurt you, like, because Kim, like, and don't get me wrong, there might be some girls that watch this and disagree, but I just don't see that Pete Davidson, that thing lasting at all. Like I said, I give it 4 to 6 months. Like, it's just something. Like, it's just something she's doing. Like, it's nothing like no man's gonna have a dagger in their heart over that.
And my thing is, like, they're both wealthy. Why not just get a life coach? Coach it out, make it work. I don't know. Like, where's those stories at? Like,
some people don't like doing that. I mean, you see Will and Jada do it. They do it. They're. I mean, they've stuck it out. But you see,
so my thing is, my
relationship has evolved into, though. Like, they damn near can do. They talk about their relationship with things they don't need to be talked about to the public. They, you know what I mean? I think they're on a much different level than a lot of relationships to be on. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, that could be a good thing, and that could be a bad thing. My views and my beliefs, like, I don't know, there's some things that I wouldn't agree with Will and Jada, but
yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's to each their own.
Yeah, it definitely is to each their own, for sure, bro. Because my thing is, like, it's like, okay, so we just said 2 relationships, and it's crazy that those 2 relationships weigh heavy on the general public. Like, people know about those 2 relationships. You see what I'm saying? But one is more, I guess, like you said, like, more found. Like, I guess they've grown more. And I was about to say, like, they've probably grown more to, like, the emotional side, the spiritual side, and physical side. So it's like, then we go to see Kim and then Kanye. Is like, which one in society do people appreciate and cherish more? And then which one in society do people actually just see and follow? And I see, like, the Kim, you got the Kim, the Instagram model posting pics, doing all of this. And then you got Kanye, the rapper, the fast life, the nightlife. It's like,
society,
it's crazy.
Appreciates Kim Kardashian and Kanye West a lot more.
And
the ones with the more developed mind and and developed in relationship wise can appreciate the Will and Jada more, but they can also dissect it and be like, yo, this is a no-go, like, this is not. But I mean, there's people, like, for me, I'll say a no-go for me is cheating. You cheat, like, that's a no-go. It's not happening. Like, it's done deal. But there's people out here that will watch what I just said, and they'll say, whoa, no, it's deeper than that. You know what I mean? You can come to a understanding, there's a reason why they cheated and stuff. And I get that too. But I'm not there yet. Like, and I don't think I'll ever be there yet. Like, that ain't me. So I don't know. I think it's different.
Well, no offense to Kim and Kanye, but if I was going to take relationship advice, I'd definitely take it from Will and Jada.
Facts, easy, and that's easy. That's what I'm saying. That's the point I was going to.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying it. Yep.
Well, because I mean, they're the only two that are the adults in the room. Effectively, is that we have adults versus two people who I thought their relationship was a joke to begin with. I thought that they were not a real couple.
5 years later.
Yeah, but Kanye's also crazy. Like, he's a crazy genius, and I humbly admit that he is a crazy genius, but he's crazy.
Right.
And so,
how crazy? To what extent?
Well, so
we
can get into his relationship if we want. Like, Kanye, after the tragic loss of his mother through a botched surgery, has never been the same. Full stop. And that's it. Like, he was looking for a replacement for his mother. It's what I felt like their relationship was.
He came. You can even see it in his music. Like,
Hold on to album.
No, not even, and not just Donda. I'm talking about actually the date when his like let me look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. Donda she died in 2007. So 2007 was the end of I'm pretty sure it was the end of Graduation. I'm a Kanye fiend when it comes to music. Okay. It's I believe that's when Graduation came out. And then he was going into 808s and Heartbreak. So he was heartbroken. You got 808s. And then he came out with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Probably his best album in my opinion. And then, but his music literally changed from after she died. Like, literally, like, some people can say for the worse, some people can say for the better. Some people say, it was good, then it got bad. But like, literally shifted. It went from 808s to Heartbreak, sad album, and then it went to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Love that album. And then, it went into all the other stuff that people start saying, oh, I miss the old Kanye, like, but yeah, it definitely took a big effect on his life.
Well, I'm not gonna go ahead, Akeem.
No, I was gonna say no. That little breakdown, like, yeah, like for sure, people can see that it took an effect on him. Man, I just wish it was more like help there in a sense of actually understanding the person. But that's all I have to say about that.
Well, that would be a great one to have. We'll look into having a guest that maybe talks about mental health and how we need to recognize it, even from people who are famous. Because I mean, and even from our standpoint as all former competitive athletes, what damage did we do to our freaking heads? So always something to look into. And so we'll hit on those topics and more on one of our future episodes. Let's get down to it. Akeem, Dom, it's time for the true big three, where every week we give the audience our 3 top cryptos. Now, for me this week, I'm going to just be honest. Sand, Mana, Omi. Just get it out of the way. Those are the 3 that I'm looking into. Sand, Mana, and Omi. Only 3 I'm looking at right now because I'm all in on the metaverse. So if it ain't metaverse related, I ain't talking about it.
You going, Akeem?
No, I was about to say, yeah, I mean, I guess I can't get mad at you when you say the metaverse, because if we understand the metaverse, we do understand that it's just going to be another world being created in-house. You can still, enjoy reality, but work will be getting done in the metaverse. So I will give my big 3. The big 3 that I'm choosing, Matic. It's something about Matic that just scales my mind. I'm gonna do XRP, and I'm gonna go with THG, Thayton Arena. THD Thayton Arena. Catch me on the sticks. I am out here catching dubs in the arena. Don't try me and my squad, or you will get beat.
Who's on your squad?
Hey man, I had to take it back to the childhood days. I got my cousins, we all listen to each other, we cuss each other out, fuss and fight, but we still get the job done,
Jess told me to come on her squad, so
facts. Yeah. Now I actually need to get her username, because we was We were supposed to play that one night, but I never got to it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get that username. But it's dope, bro, for sure.
All right, Dom, round us out with your big three.
I am going to go with. So I'm keeping it Red Fox. I'm keeping it Sand, and I'm last but not least I'm going Sheeb. I have a feeling about Sheeb, and I don't know what it is. Like it's like I was talking with somebody about this. I'm like, those memes are dead. Like they're just dead right now. But I was like, something's gonna kick it off. Like I was like, something's gonna get that FOMO atmosphere back into it, and I think Sheeb is gonna be the one to do it. Like out of nowhere, that shit is gonna skyrocket, and then everybody's gonna be looking for what's next, and they're gonna be just putting their freaking money into every single dog coin there is, and they're gonna go flying as well. But I think Sheeb is gonna jumpstart it. Like I really do. I mean, it's up 12% right now, but I really feel like it's gonna. I don't know. I think it's gonna do a little takeoff session, so we'll see.
We shall see.
Well, we definitely will see. And we'll see you guys next time on The Big Three and Me. I'm your host, Akil Patterson, with my co-host, Akeem Hamilton. Akeem Hunt.
Yo, you're wild, bro.
Akeem Hunt, Dominique Hamilton. And I'm Akil Patterson. And as always, you have a great day and an even better tomorrow. And if someone hasn't told you they love you today, remember that I just did.